So you've installed a new antenna and are now left with more coax cable than you need for the transmission line. Is it okay to just roll it up, or does that cause problems? Some mobile operators, believing that coiling up coax is harmful, have gone to great lengths to zigzag coax through their vehicle rather than just coil up the excess. Rolling up additional coax cable is generally not a problem unless there is another problem. Now, to find out what that problem is, let's look at the RF.Guru article. Rolling up coax is not the problem. We'll start here. The problem starts when the outside of the coax shield is carrying RF current. At that point, the coax is no longer just feeding the antenna. It has become part of the antenna system itself. Then every change in length, routing, bundling, or coiling can change the electrical behavior of the installation. This is the key distinction. Current inside the coax is wanted transmission line current. Current on the outside of the shield is common mode current, and that's where trouble begins. Let's see how our coaxial transmission line would behave in a perfect ham radio world. Everything's perfect. Well, here's a dipole antenna with a center insulator. Here's the inner conductor of the coax cable, and this is the inner part of the shield. Current goes to the antenna on the inner conductor here, and then it returns on the inner part of the shield. Well, why do we have this other dotted line here? Well, because of skin effect, RF current tends to flow on only the surface of a conductor. So the shield can actually be like two separate wires, the inner part of the shield and the outer part of the shield. But now, since these currents are differential, this one's flowing this way, that one's flowing this way, and they're both equal, their magnetic fields cancel. So the coax does not radiate, and there is no current flowing on the outer part of the coax shield. But that's kind of like RF world fantasy land. That only occurs, you have everything perfectly balanced, when the antenna system is perfectly balanced, and that rarely happens in the amateur radio world. So what really is likely to happen is this. You'll have a differential current still on the inside of the coax cable, but then because of imbalance, there's going to be some imbalance probably. There's going to be current then flowing on this third wire, the outer shield of the coax cable. So that means the coax shield now becomes like part of the antenna, and the coax can radiate, which means that roll of excess coax is now like part of the antenna instead of just being a boring feed line. If you make any change to the transmission line, make it longer, you make it shorter, you roll some up, it's like changing the antenna. So how do we keep this from happening? Well, first, make sure the antenna system is balanced as much as possible by providing a proper return. If the antenna requires a counterpoise, make sure it has one. If it's a vertical, give it a proper radial system. Then, always install a good quality coax choke at or near the feed point of the antenna. Now, if you're a credit card ham and you buy one of these instead of making one, and you get it and you open up the plastic container that it's in, it might look something like this. This is one type. It's just a coaxial cable wrapped around ferrite. And here's another type. This is like a big snap-on choke. Here's another example. This one's for really high power. Now, these RF coax chokes block unwanted current from flowing on the outside of the coax shield. So if you've done all this, you've made sure your antenna system is balanced as much as possible, and you use a choke, there should be no problem rolling up excess coax cable. Now, instead of using a choke like the ones we just looked at, some operators will deliberately roll up coax to make a choke inductor to block unwanted current on the outside of the coax shield. This is the so-called ugly balun. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it works on one band and not on another. It might not work at all. The real cure is a proper one-to-one current choke at the feed point. So, as long as you keep unwanted currents off the outside of the coax shield by providing a proper return path and using a good RF choke, rolling up extra coax should be no problem. No need to drive yourself nuts trying to, zigzag excess coax through your vehicle, your attic, or whatever. Consider subscribing to this channel. Ring the bell for updates in 73.